everybody. I'm on a plane going to Hawaii.
Hey everyone, welcome to Maui. We did so many fun things on this trip, and we're excited to invite you along so you can experience them as well.
We did a perfect 4-day trip to Maui, and this is my first time, and you've been there how many times now?
I've been practicing to get it down to 4 days throughout my whole life. And this is, I believe, the best trip. So I was so excited to take Jeremy because I was like, man, this is a real treat to get to show Jeremy around somewhere that he hasn't been and that he always wanted to go. So we flew over and immediately we got a convertible because, I mean, come on, you're in the
You
tropics.
have to. And then you go to the banana plantation, not banana, sorry,
Pineapple
plantation. There's a really cool one. They took over, I think, sugarcane factory. It's really fun. You do the little wagon ride. You know, you can hang out by the main gift shops. They got a little waterfall, little lake out there. It's really cool. And to do the ride, you actually learn about the pineapples. Lots of stuff I didn't know. Pretty cool. I mean, they really got to plan that stuff in advance, and it's really incredible on how they grow and how they harvest pineapples.
Yeah, so fun fact, this is the only pineapple plantation tour in the country. There is the Dole Pineapple Plantation on Oahu, but this is the only one. You can go tour the pineapple field. These pineapples take 18 months to reach ripeness. You get to taste it as a part of the tour, and fun fact, these pineapples contain more than 3 times the vitamin C as other pineapples, so they're very healthy for you. So we went to the pineapple plantation, and then we went to the resort section near where we were staying. So we stayed in Kihei, where my family has always been staying for 40 or more years, and then drive 10 minutes into Wailea, where it's all resorts. Now, the cool thing about Maui is no beach is allowed to be owned privately, so it's all open. So you can go to this beautiful resort section in Wailea, so stunning and beautiful, and spend some time there.
With the convertible, we drove ourselves right through the road to Hana. We took an entire day, and you can check out one of our other videos on the road to Hana so you can watch the full exclusive breakdown of that trip. That was great.
That was amazing.
12 hours plus all the way around. We stopped a couple times, lots of waterfalls. We went to lava tubes over there by Hana. That was really epic. I don't think I've ever been in a lava tube before, so that was the first time.
Yeah, and they call it Divorce Highway, the locals do, as a joke, so you can find out more about that in our video, but I think the road to Hana really brought us closer together.
Yes,
I had a lot of fun. There's lots of moments for bonding. It will take a long time, but it is well worth it. I would say if you're going to Hawaii for just a couple days, if you're going to Maui, this is one of the top things to do, as long as you trust yourself as a good driver.
And don't forget to stop in, is it the Seven Sacred
Pools,
yes, and the national park that's connected to them. And go off the beaten path a little bit. The views are so beautiful right there. It's a national park for a reason. Trek out over there and just the lava coming off the sea. And obviously this is not molten lava. It's, it's hardened rock, but it's, originally was lava. It's really, really something.
So a lot of this lava came from Haleakala, which is a very large volcano, which actually covers a huge part of the island, and it's dormant, so you don't have to worry about that. It's not like it's going to go off. As my nephew said when we visited, it is sleeping. It's 10,023 feet. It's the largest dormant volcano in the world, which is pretty crazy. And it goes 21 miles across and 4,000 feet deep, which is big enough to hold the entire island of Manhattan.
And you can climb that. We didn't actually do that, but you can. You can get up wicked early and go up there for some epic views. But
yeah, I've done that several times. It is quite a long ways up there. So if you're going on the road to Hana, I would say choose that or Haleakala.
And of course, we had to do a luau. And there's so many. Yeah. There's tons and tons of them to go to. And we went to a pretty historic one.
So on our 3rd day, we went to Lahaina. It used to be the old capital of Hawaii. It's got some old town charm to it. There's lots of art galleries, different craftsmanship, lots of great places to eat.
Really epic Mai Tai.
Yes.
It had foam on it.
Voted
so
the
nice.
best Mai Tai in Maui for 7 years in a row.
Best Mai Tai. I just had it. I confirmed the best Mai Tai. We're going to go over here and check out some repurposed bamboo shoots because we're interested in things that are engraved and repurposed because it makes us feel socially relevant.
The banyan tree in Lahaina, and this tree is pretty epic. What did you think of it?
Yeah, it's a very interesting banyan tree in Lahaina. This is the largest tree in the United States. It consists of 17 different tree trunks. It spreads out over the course of 60 feet. It was planted 173 years ago, I believe. Pretty amazing. It's just fun to see, you know, different kinds of trees and different environments. And obviously when we were going through Road to Hana, we could see so many different kinds of trees and animals and birds. Really special island. And I'm really glad it's part of the United States. Feels like a different country.
So we enjoyed that, and then we went to a beautiful luau in the evening in Lahaina. The luau, by the way, oh my gosh, you can do activities, you get to try all the traditional food, you get to experience a full story, and that's one of the reasons my family, we really have been to a lot of luau's. This one I think is the best. Very entertaining, very amusing. I highly recommend it. So we had a really epic drink that my uncle who lives there part of the time really recommended to us, and we really enjoyed it. Apparently it's one of the best drinks on the island.
Yeah, it was like pineapple foam Mai Tai. Yeah. Very nice.
So that was our third day.
And we swam through the crater. That was really fun. It's also a target practice, or it used to be a target practice crater, which was interesting. So it makes you wonder if we were swimming through a bunch of like gunpowder, but that was really special over there in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, Molokini is a little island the Navy used to use for target practice. Thankfully, they didn't while we were there. They don't do that anymore. Mm-hmm. The snorkeling is good. I mean, I would say that you have to be aware this is kind of a crater with a big drop off, so there's more deep sea animals. I've been scuba diving there as well, and there's actually a lot of sharks down below, but they're just reef sharks. They won't bother you. They're kind of more scared of you than you are of them, but there are other places where there's more kind of vibrant and tropical fish, but Molokini is a absolute must, and snorkeling in Hawaii, in Maui specifically, is a really great experience.
Yeah, and they have turtles.
Yeah.
Turtles that are freely swimming all the way up to the beach, and you can see them right off the water, and you can go swim to them as well. We did some snorkeling, and we swam with the turtles just right off the beach and over by the crater, which was really cool. But you're not allowed to touch the turtles, and I would say don't take a picture with them either, because there are some people that have gotten in trouble, big trouble, for touching and taking pictures of the turtles.
That's right. The fines are over $1,000. One person was fined $1,500 because he decided to take a picture of himself touching them and post it on social media. Needless to say,
not a good idea.
He was tracked down pretty quickly and given a hefty fine.
Yeah, before they had facial recognition, they have turtle recognition to make sure that they're fine in Hawaii. It's just really special to swim with turtles.
Yeah, they're really majestic, and it's so sad to know that they're endangered, but it also is something that is really just a beautiful experience to know you're so close to such a rare and special creature.
Mm-hmm. And going to Iowa of the Needle, not Eye of the Needle like Eye of the Tiger, but Iowa Needle.
Yeah.
And that's really close to town. I mean, you go up a couple streets, you grab your little, smoothie, and you're there. Boom. And of course you got to pay for parking, so make sure you bring some cash. And it's a quick little walk. Anybody can do it.
It was a fun experience. It's such a beautiful place. You can actually go swimming in the pools. There's like a river and waterfalls up the hill, but there's just a river with some ice cold pools. If you're brave, bring your bathing suit and you can jump in. But we just had been snorkeling that day, so there we walked around, enjoyed the view, enjoyed the little hike and the garden at the base of it.
It's really pretty. It's kind of like a James Cameron movie. And of course we spent some time outside. The weather was perfect. And we went down by the resorts. Mm-hmm. And the resorts are all right next to each other in the area that we stayed. They all have their amenities, the restaurants, the outside seating, outside dining, the lounge chairs. Pro tip, if you're ever going to go anywhere and you're going to be gone for 3 or 4 days, you should get a massage before you fly out, because you'll feel so relaxed and you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is such a better flight.
Another place we didn't decide to go is the Maui Aquarium, which is amazing and great for families and kids, but it didn't make the top list. As Jeremy said, we spent our last day just hanging out at the resort. It was, I think, the perfect 4 days. So if you only have a couple days in Maui, this is what I recommend.